take too long. Got to start my recording, so we started a bit late, so I'll just repeat what I just said real quick, that we're doing some power wash today, as you can tell. And we set the goal to be clean all levels, and I wrote that custom script to have a custom set of levels in the list, so if it's there, we're cleaning it. So we don't have to think about it. We just go in, go, and start cleaning. Hey, Maggie's letter to Wind Wakers. Didn't we already give something to Maggie? No, we gave someone else's letter to Maggie. I forgot exactly where that goes, but maybe we can get lucky and just find go mode items and not have to worry about anything. We just finish out Wind Waker. That would be nice. We had a whole bunch go wrong with this multi-world so far. So accidentally released Necrodancer, left trackers up when I was playing. Just, you know, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in this one. So, but whatever. That's just today. Next multi-world will be much better. And it's just, hopefully, just one of many. We need to figure out exactly why Necrodancer released like that, because pretty sure I've connected in that order before and never really had issues, so I need to figure out when exactly it creates a new save. But that's okay. There will be more Necrodancer in the future. Not the biggest loss. Yeah, in our first run of Symphony of the Night, I accidentally beat the game with the wrong endings. I forgot that's a thing. There's just all sorts of fun with this multi-world, haven't we? But that's all good. It's all part of the process. No, there's a little bit of the window I just wanted to get. I think. No, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Railing. Got most of that. So I missed so much of the railing. It's underneath. It's always underneath. Can I reach it from here? Kind of. Just, you know, go back over all this. There we go. A lot of that's going to be the top, I believe. Side, actually. No, I got that. Okay, yeah, just the top. All right, we'll come back to that. Extension for way up there. go. Get that. Get the rest of this wool. Since we are very close to finishing Wind Waker, probably pretty close to this. I think we might already have go mode for Symphony of the Night. Chrono Trigger is already gold. Necrodancer already accidentally gold, but we should be able to finish this tomorrow, I believe. See how long these Powerwash levels take. Still adjusting how long I spend on Powerwash total. So we'll see how long these set levels will take. These sets of levels. Might end up tweaking my script a little bit more, but we'll see what turns out. Wait to start the next Multiworld of the series next week and maybe spend a little bit of time on Thursday practicing some other games just to get something different up in there. I've been getting really into the Secret of Evermore randomizer lately, so I might actually play a little bit of that. We will see. Why isn't this cleaned up underneath? Just to break it up a little bit so I'm not, jumping right back into another power wash and such. And we'll start the next series on Tuesday, probably. But we'll see. Depends what I feel like. It also depends on what the next voted in game is going to be. That's something I'm really excited to get to. I might hop on that immediately. We'll see. Gotta finish this multi-world first. Have this one set to a medium or a short level. Not entirely sure. Feels like it could be short. But the fact there's multiple levels kind of drags it out a little bit. There's not a whole lot to it. We'll see. There's this roof over here. I think I got that gutter right. Yeah, got the gutter. The front? No, still the small front. just need extensions. I can knock it out real quick. Just do a little bit of that over here as well, just so I can get a better angle on it. At least have a little bit more standing room. This side over here, I just have that tiny little ledge to work with. Now we'll go back up. That should be able to knock out the rest of this roof. There we go. Just gonna get the weird angle of that gutter. It's a nice thing about this nozzle is that I just got the 3 different angles it goes in at, so you can get in with the weird, kind of weird angles in there. Well, I guess we need to get the entire other side of the roof, yeah. Got that. Just touch up a little bit here so we don't have to come back. Alright, now let's get the front. Oh yeah, all those things. Those nozzles, if you're a little too close, sometimes it's hard to get things going. Go. That's most of it. We need to get some more over on the side there, over here. Now let's go get the other side. And get down underneath all this while we're at it. This other half of the roof. There's nothing in the log yet, but it's hard to judge because there is 2 games that I've collected, so it could have just been all that. Let me double check that I'm on the right entry, and it errored out to lost connection to server. All right, that would do it. All right. Look at the server and see exactly what's sent out. World Sword, Symphony of the Night, garbage, 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 bunch of garbage. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We had the one thing sent out. We had Maggie's letter, and then it just timed out. Weird. All right. Well, we're good now. Broadsword, Symphony of the Night, and the rest are just power wash filler. down, get the rest of this. All right, what are we missing? Brick. That is going to be up front. Bricks, it's that little bit. All right, what are we missing? Oop, I see a little bit on this trim that we're missing, so let's just get that while we're here. Brick up, level 1 on the trim. Trim, yep. Railing. That. Oh geez, so many wooden trims. Did I miss that brick? That brick. All right. Oh yeah, probably this entire side, just because I missed the underside of all of that. That would make sense. That is typically what I miss. Go ahead and highlight the gutter so if I can see which one I missed as we're going. Nope, nope, down. Got all those. Which gutter did I miss? This one. On the inside, maybe? It's probably up top. Oh, yeah. I didn't even get the inside. Okay. Now one wooden trim. Where is it at? Look for the flash. Oh, the garage. All right. Suds. Got our suds. All right. 11 out of 23 done. Basically halfway. Cottage. This one's usually pretty short and quick. That. This frame while we're here. Nope. We should top it. No, need an extension. Hey, there's another level. Air Buster. Give across the roof. I want to jump up there because I'm going to have to get a downward angle for some of that. Should just focus on down here for now. See, can I get to a weird angle off that? Maybe so. Oh, at least. I don't think I can get the top of that frame though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get at that from the top. That's fine. Actually, will a ladder get up there? It will. There we go. That'll work. A lot easier than trying to hang off that edge because it sticks out quite a bit. There's a scaffolding just sitting here, so might as well use it. Got the frame. Focus on the bottom part because anything up top I can get when I get up there. Just down here. And this is the last wall, which we could just knock out real fast. Good chunk. Let me just get this side of the chimney so I don't have to squeeze around. Should be most of that. A little bit more of this wall. It's a little bit stool. Go away. You're in my way, stool. Stool, go away. Ding, 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 ding. So this pillar very very inside, probably. Oh yeah, very inside. There we go. I think that is most of the lower level. So let's get that ladder and go on up. Grab this top. Yeah, let's grab this little corner over here. For the rain. Clean the chicken. Let's get this out of the house. For that. Back up a little bit without falling off, please. Bit. I think we got most of this over here. Some more of this roof. Get in there. Yeah, there. There's that roof. from this chimney. Live over here, I guess. There we go. Just that angle. So missing a little bit over here. Hey, there we go. There. Missing a lot of something. We're only at 90%. What am I missing? These edges, I think. Not that much. Oh, I think the outer wall. Yeah, I always forget the outer wall is a thing here. Just knock this out real fast. Should just be a couple more of these, I believe. Right, back around to this wood chopping block. Alright, now we're at 99%. What do we miss? Step. Underneath, as always. Frames. Alright, which frames are you missing? There's a whole lot there. Timber frames, these little guys. Okay. So that's in the ground. Come on. Station. We're gonna miss a bunch of these that are on the ground. Cellar door handle, of all things. Okay. Door. Timber pillar. That one. Frame. It's the Yeah. You. There we go. A front dormer roof. It's gonna be up here. This guy? Yeah, the little guy. Nice. Double check the tracker that 100% has been sent out. Starting our level and have nothing be sent out. Forest Cottage. Yes, already been sent out. Cool. Solar station. I think this one might be one of the longer ones, but we'll see. Gotta do it. Well, at least I start with this nozzle. That's pretty big. This one might be the one of the ones I set to long. That's solar panel. That's just a small solar panel. That's probably a large one over there. Yeah. Come on. What am I missing? There we go. This little edge. I need underneath. Yep. There we go. And then we do it again. And again. Just worry about getting the other angle when I get over there. Make sure I get the underside while we're going. See the other angle from here? Kind of. And you jump up here. Kind of defeats purpose. Because I need to get underneath this. And I get the rest of the solar panel. And third time. Put it up there. All of this backside. I don't mess with the frame. There we go. Well, the panel. Got the frame first. See the hinges, everything. There's a lot of times they are. Doesn't appear so in this one. Isn't so much in this door though. Oh, probably underneath. Yep, there we go. Get underneath it a little bit. Just getting the bottom before we jump on the top. Yep, yep, there we go. Something like this. Right angle, one of the grates maybe, or just the sides. Alright, let's move over to this a little bit. Probably downwards. Down just a lot less consistent for me. Does seem to get a little bit better coverage. Scaffolding up there to get a downward angle on a lot of this. Do that now. A little bit better angle. There we go. Let's just go ahead and get all this too while we're here. We don't have to run around it as much. Spirit Ore and Symphony of the Night. Don't know what that is. Water. Area where I need a downward angle. Jump, please. Thank you. Let's reach all the way over there. Exactly how far this extender will reach. Pretty far over there. Nope, not quite there though. I think it's a good point to move this over to the other side and get the rest of this piston. They don't need the very top. Looks to be okay. Make sure I get the tops of all those rings. That's where most of it's going to hide. Hopefully I can see it from far distance, the way they colored it. Let's see, we're missing a little bit of that. Let's just jump on over. Probably fine. Yep, here. Get all that. Piston, barrel, piston. I think that's most of that. Cool. Alright. Let's see here. Let's move this guy like way over here. Oh look, more solar panels. Joy. Let's start working on this stuff. This, yes. Need a little bit more of the pipe though. We like behind these bolts. Yep, there we go. Jump to get in this little corner, but it should be good. Nice. Alright, let's go back to the main tank. Oh, that's underneath it. Beams. Yeah, there we go. Might need a little bit of the top part for this frame. So I feel like I got most of this. Can't forget this ladder while I'm here. Stuff like this. I need a little coverage. Skinny things like that. It's kind of hard to hit with that nozzle. Although this is really not very powerful at all. Have to go kind of slow anyway. Yeah. Have to go slow, might as well just stick with this. Send so much of this ladder. Probably the top parts, yeah. Missing all the top of the rungs. There we go. Alright, let's finish down here before we start moving up. Make sure I get the outside of these. Good. Same right there. Go ahead and extension this just in case. Nope, 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 nope. Definitely not that. Do the rest of this before I leave. There we go. Why are we not getting the rest of that support? I'm missing. There it goes. Most of the underside. So just finish these rings. Starting to complete it. Ring, rim, ring, rim, ring, rim. A little bit more of this ring. Yeah, some of that's going to be up there in the next level. Alright, I think we'll finish all of this. Get much of that from this angle. It's like the exact same angle as my stream. We'll be able to knock out most of this. Bullying, you're in the way. Yeah, nope, stuck. Get around. A little bit of the panel, probably like a little edge here. Go. Let's get this. This angle gets us a little bit more coverage on the panel itself. Still gonna have to do another pass though. Might as well just focus on the underneath, and when I get on top, I get on top. Like I missed a lot. Yeah, I missed that part. Need to focus on the panel first and then go around. Then I can get the top edge. Be a better plan. Yeah, so then I can ding that a little bit faster, I think. That. Let's focus on up here first. Make sure I get the edges. Extra distance so I can get a little bit better coverage. Consistently missed like a tiny bit with the way I'm moving. Yeah, just one line. It seems to be a little bit better. There we go, yeah. Get the top first and then I can just go around and blast the side real quick. Feels a little bit more consistent. So that's all the small solar panels. Let's do the sky while we're here. Big honker solar panel. Solar canopy. Big and make some big coverage. Kind of hard to see dirt down there, so I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. That, get this outside, make sure I don't forget about that. Get a little bit in the front. Get that as I get there. Let's see, get the rest of this arm. This underside is going to be a bit much, but we'll get there. There we go, got that arm. Alright, now I'll start working on this arm. Make her finish pretty quickly. So, oop, big chunk there. Oh, the arms are actually separated. Okay. Make sure I got both of these. I did not. I only got the lower one. A bit up here on this top. A little rim. Oop, and a lot just right here on the bottom. No, that's not it. That's just reflection. So the upper arm. Exactly. There we go. That little crack. All right. Now back in the canopy. Make sure I get up underneath. Can't forget that. These little cracks. These grooves. ridges, as you would say. Alright, another arm. Should go a little bit quicker since I know all the little secret hiding spots of these. Like right up here. Let's see, can I jump up there properly, please? It's gonna say no. It's fine. I should be able to just slide up in there. Make sure I get down below, up there. Let me get this little ridge. Yep, I saw a little bit there I need to get. Get the rest of that. Show me the dings. There's one. Alright, there we go. Finish out this underside. Focus on this beam. There's a large underside. Go underneath this beam. Right, there's the beam. There should be a tiny bit of this underside left. There we go. This beam still needs a tiny bit as well. Saw a little bit. It's gonna be, yep, down there. Right. Then there's all this underside. After this arm, anyway. Okay, that's the anchor, top arm. Seem to miss it a little bit somewhere on the top arm. I can't figure out where. Maybe that little nook again. Top off. Usually like, yeah, right up there, I think. Get the angle on top of that little disc. Stool, get over here. There we go. Alright, let's just get the side of this frame. Let's see, do I want to do the upper side? Yeah, I think I will real quick while I'm here. And then we'll go finish those pipes and the rest of that tank. focus on this lower edge real quick. There we go. Got this side of the frame, right? Yep. Alright, let me just go up and down. Let's do 2 panels at a time, actually. Is it trim 1? Yes, trim is 1. Trim. Is it the same trim? I think so. Yeah. Is that trim going to be annoying? Looks like it might be. Go at an angle just so I can get this trim. I just need to double back and get the trim. I like getting 2 panels like that. Just need to double back and focus on the trim. Yeah, maybe go up. And then as I go down, just grab the trim real quick. And then go back up and get 2 panels. Trim down, grab this and maybe a little bit more of that panel that I missed. There we go. Yeah, this needs to be working out okay. Bottom of trims before I started heading up. Getting there. This is definitely one of the long levels. Bunch of garbage so far. But, like I said, gotta do it. It's part of the goal. Set up a goal like this because I didn't want to just cherry pick all the short levels and be like, alright, did it, done. I want to actually get some of the long levels into the mix, even though I don't want to do them. It changes it up a little bit. So these long levels, the time per check is a lot lower than if I just did a car. So it's like, alright, blast that out in a minute, done. That's 10 checks in 1 minute, whereas this is like 10 checks in an hour. A little bit different checks per hour. Just a little bit. And yes, for the series, that's kind of what I'm basing everything off of, is checks per hour. Just trying to balance that out. I'm not trying to, go incredibly fast, because I can definitely game the system and do that. But I don't want one game to absolutely overpower the rest in viewing. Trying to balance them out a little bit as much as I can. Stuff like Chrono Trigger is always going to be an outlier, just because it's going to be fast no matter what. I can't help that. Okay, I think that is all the large solar. Let's go finish off all these little areas. Say little, it's still 16% to go. I've been at this for a while. Top pipe is way up there. Finish out this pipe. Maybe I can just jump on top. I think I can get that much height. Oh yeah, well, I can almost just walk up the side. Missing this little bit of pipe there. Probably on the inside like that. It's got these little grooves. There's probably a little bit in those as well. Around these bolts. Just, all over. Alright, that should be all of those. I got that. Elbow? No, I did not get that elbow. Over there. Get around these bolts. Get underneath that. There we go. Gotta get this lower section of pipe. That slow junction. Just get the underside of it. Should be available from the top. Got that. So we can Kind of awkward. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We got it. Nope. 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 Don't do it. There we go. Just spray, you know, right up next to it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The underside of this pipe. Keep going around. As much of this as we can. Ooh, all right, I'm about to say that's a weird angle. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all that, but then I got all that, so never mind. Well, all I need of this is this top part, because I think I got most of the bottom. Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. This is groove, no. It's like all the side. Just side here. Do I need to get this side as well? No, this side seems fine. Alright, then I'm gonna have to drop down and get the rest from below. Oh yeah, I see it right there. No, not a lot on this side. Man, I thought I got all that. Did not. Alright, now let's get this part. The rest should be up top. What's that about? Is that that? Yep, okay. Love it when I clean something that I'm not even focusing on. It's like, yeah, get that. To jump up a little bit. This box should be about done. I'm going to get a weird angle up into these little grates. Just right up here on top. There we go. Now to start getting the weird angles. This jump. Maybe if I got a little more forward speed. Oh yeah. Good jump. Good jump on the other side as well. Have to get everything over there. Just get everything that we can from this angle. Barely get up there. Down there. Okay. We'll jump over the other side. We got this pipe right. Yep. Alright, let's get this side. Get a little bit of extension. Get way up there. Alright. I think, yeah, I can't quite make any more jumps, so let's just get what we can and go on up. %, so we're getting there. I think it's about good. Let's get what we can from this weird angle. Oh yeah, look at that. And started getting the very top. Finish this. I'll probably slam out all the all the fast ones we got, and then call it a day from there. Like I was saying, we should be able to go everything tomorrow. We're getting pretty close. I know all 3 games left. You know, with our accidental Necrodancer. Isn't that, but fine. Really missing some on the other side. Lame. All right. Big coverage, little lines. Good top side of this ladder. And I'll have to go down and get the bottom side. Alright, let's finish getting this a little bit. Missing this cape. Oh, there's a bit there. There we go. Seal, probably missing like this edge. Yep. Just be a tiny bit. There we go. about to say, it's like, I don't see much more on the roof. It's like, oh, no. Over this edge. All counts as the roof. Pipe. Get the pipe. Clean the pipe. Yeah, clean the pipe. Side of all that. There we go. I think that's most of that. Yep. Alright. Let's finish up this roof. Oh, missing pipe. But got it. Alright. What other edge of the roof am I missing? Just a little bit there. Now that's most of it. Probably missing a little bit on the underside. Yeah, probably like that. Just get this over here. Got this ladder. There we go. Railing. Don't be annoying, railing. Come on. Finish it. Get this angle at the top. Alright, railing, you're going to be annoying. I got to get the upper side. Oh, yep. A little bit there. The outer, upper angle. The downward angle. The outside. That's what I was going for, but I'll take it. So close. So close. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Nope, I can just stand on the outer edge. That helps. Oop. Is that sun? No. That's sky. There. Oh, I didn't see it, but I got it. Alright. Get the rest of this tank ring over here. And then we'll go down to the lower level. And do it all again. That railing actually was not too bad. Oh, and that railing was also not too bad. This ladder. I think I got this ladder right. Yeah, I got that ladder. That ring. This ring should be, yep, just about done. This should be the last bit of this ring. Oh, there's the roof that I missed. Nice. Okay. Oh, really? I missed a canopy panel? I thought I made that very consistent. Subridge, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't quite get up there. Got to look over the edge when I got up there. Alright, which one of you did I miss? Nope, 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 you. Alright. Oh, that for a dust bunny. That little guy go. That little guy was me. I was that little guy. I should probably turn this on, so okay. Weird I can't change that when I turn on co-op, but that should be okay. If any of my friends want to join in, they absolutely can. Though now I seem to have lost control. This no longer works. Broke my menu. Alright. Guess I gotta restart. Menu does not work anymore. Bad time to enable co-op, I guess. Let me go ahead and disable this real quick so you don't see my password. For some reason it decides to just show the password. That up again. But hey, I believe that is one long level out of the way. There's one more in the pool. All right, boot it up. We're connecting. We have connected. Password is no longer visible. All right, there we go. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just slam out some of the short ones, which both of these. I can only host co-op after I start. I wonder if it defaults to turned on or I need to turn it on every time. Let's find out. Okay, so it stays off, but maybe it stayed off because it was... I shut it down, turn it on, and find out. Hey, SUV dirt bike. Couple levels. Nice. Okay, get the under part. Other side. What am I missing? Oh, that little bit. Right. Where am I missing? Usually like the inside, but I think I got that. Alright, gotta highlight what I'm missing. Did I really miss some of the frame? Oh, it's way up there. There we go. Sidecar seat. You saw me spray that down so hard. Did it. Right, dirt bike. Alright. Curious if it starts up again. And it does stay on. Nice, okay. Sun's done. Symphony of the Night. Moonrod. Symphony of the Night. Garbage, garbage. Engine, rear fender, engine, come on engine, there we go. Grime. CB, go. So many dings. Love the dings. Mirrors. At the top of the car. Hey, there's our mirror shield. That gives us our temple. If we need to do our temple. We might not even need to do it. Bottom. It's you. Go. And a Triforce shard. I think that's our last Triforce shard. So I think all we're missing is hookshot. Oh, and a pearl. We need a pearl to even open up the Tower of the Gods area. I believe we need Tower of the Gods in order to access Hyrule. I don't think the portal is just going to sit there without Tower of the Gods being there. Something we're testing. Figure it out and see if we don't find this pearl. I'm kind of curious. Aquarium. I think that's our other long level. I think aquarium's kind of long. The other side is tread, I believe. Oh, there we go. Sides and back. Didn't get any of the front. Let's see. Tread down here. saw a rear spring, that little area. Another tread. This guy down here. Tend to miss like this little nook. Let's see, which are the wheels? These little guys, yeah. These are not missing. There we go. Let's see, we have 6 levels left. Little guy. No one knows. It's an alien. Been there. These little leggies. Let's place this in a section. All right. Just a little bit more on each one of those. Just like played someone right past the leg. Okay, there you go. top part again. Got that plate. Need to get this plate. This little groove. Where's the rest at? Get the leg. Go on top and just smash all that a little bit. Say that a little bit. This is most of it. Absolutely nothing of note from this level yet. Nope, there's some there. We get a little bit from this angle. There we go. Still need a little bit from here. All these rings. That. Let's go back to the plating from this angle. Know if this one is considered a short one. It might be. It's coming right on the edge of it, I think. Do we actually have go mode? So it rotates through all our levels there on the side. Curious if there's any that we don't have. There's 3 we have. Doing right now. We have. Do we have that last one? We just might. Oh yeah, it's the aquarium. Yeah. Technically I have Powerwash Go mode. I think we'll do that tomorrow because the aquarium might take a little while. Assuming we ever finish this one because all these, so many cracks in this one. Better. Yeah, I need a little bit on this outside edge. About time. This is hinge, really? Alright, apparently I did. Little bits that we missed. Just a panel. I thought I got all the panels. Is it an above panel? Be an above panel. Yep. Nope, bad mouse wheel. Come on. A bit. Going for it, but I'll take it. There we go. Whatever that thing is. Spent so much time on this inner ring, still missed it. New jig. Side. bottom. Ladder. Go. Get the angle that I'm missing. Yep. That's the guy. Weird angles. Yep. That was. Let's see. Somewhere. Nope, nope, don't fall off. They're all up in there. Do that over on the other side. Yep, there we go. Alright, what else we got? Yeah, those things that I was actually looking for in the first place. Somewhere, maybe. Here's a. That is exactly what I was looking for. That one. You get all the rest. Let's see. Like a, yeah, upper angle. Nope. Really? I missed more than the hinges. Thought I got all of those. It's nearly all the hinges. Got that one. There we go. The lower rim. Here, not that one. Not that one. No. Yeah, need to get down at this angle. There we go. And that, I have no idea. Isn't something up top? Maybe. Nope, something below. I saw it. Oh, this inside bit. Did it. All for a silver ruby. Alright. I think we've done this for about 2-ish hours, so I think I'll go and call it there. We'll leave the last 5 levels for tomorrow. I'll probably start with that just so we can send out everything to everywhere else. We do have go mode here. Like I said, I think we have go mode in Symphony of the Night. So I'll probably just go from here, Symphony of the Night, and then Wind Waker, and then we should be done. So till then, remember, always pet the cat, and I'll catch you all later.